Good afternoon. Hi, it's Fiona here from Informed Health, and I just want to have a quick chat to you this afternoon about something. I want to chat to you this afternoon about something that we don't always think about. I know that we think about getting older, often think about getting older from a perspective of retirement and superannuation and kind of a financial point of view, checking that we're going to have financial health. Are you ensuring that you're going to have physical health and mental health as well as you get older? I think it's something that's really important to address because many of us just don't think about it. And what we do is we kind of just we collect symptoms and we collect illnesses and we collect issues kind of often just passively. It's like, oh, this has happened to me, this thing's happened to me, this thing's happened to me, and we have a medication for this thing and a medication for that thing and a medication for the symptoms caused by that thing, and that bodes not well for our future. And while medicine is pretty good at keeping us alive now, keeping alive and quality of life are two very different things. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a judgment on anyone who has any particular illness or issues, or if you need to be on medications. I need to be on medications and I have illnesses, so I'm not saying this in a judgment way. But the truth is that there is a percentage of illness and issues that are sort of genetic or are bad luck, they just happen. And a lot of what happens as we get older is about how actively we engage in maintaining our health and how actively we engage in practicing self-care and looking after ourselves. So we can't control a percentage of it, which is just stuff happens, but we can control quite a lot of it. So for me, it's like, okay, I want to empower myself and control the bits that I can. I'm 51 now, and my issues now that I've had more health issues this year have not been the same as when they were in my 20s, have not been the same as when they were in my 30s or even my 40s. It's harder and harder now to maintain my health, to maintain my flexibility, to maintain my muscle mass, to maintain my bone health. All of that is much harder as we get older. So it's a given that it's a challenge anyway for many people, but what we don't realise is that there's a lot we can do to support ourselves in this. So we must be moving our bodies, and it's different for different people depending on what level of ability you have and if you have injuries or all of those things, but we must be moving our body. We must be having some sort of resistance training, whether it's like lifting weights or whatever it is, but we must be building muscle mass and maintaining muscle mass. And we need to do that. We need to move our bodies so we can actually grow new bone. Our body's breaking down bone all the time. We don't realize this. We think it's a static thing, but our body breaks it down and builds more, breaks it down and builds more. Can't build it. That process won't happen if you're not moving your body. You have to be moving your body for the process to happen. And on top of that, you also have to have the nutrients, and it's not just calcium, it's vitamin D, and it's boron, and it's magnesium, and vitamin K, and they're all not coming to me, but a whole bunch of minerals and vitamins are associated with healthy bone. So it's not as simple as, oh, I'll just take some calcium tablets and that will resolve it. And actually, calcium tablets on their own could be another problem because they're not necessarily going to get into your bones. Calcium will build up elsewhere. So it's not as simple as I'll just take some calcium tablets or I'll just go on this diabetes medication and that medication, but there's nothing I can do. There is a lot you can do. You can manage your stress. You can move your body in some way, some form, whatever is the right way for you. You can choose to eat well. You can make sure you get sleep. Essentially, you can practice self-care. Make sure you slow down your breathing and just stay present. Make sure you stay connected with friends or family or just have some connection in your life. There's a whole bunch of things you can do that are involved in practicing self-care for you. Essentially, though, staying well and staying healthy and staying independent and all of those things as we age don't just happen. They're not just a given. They might happen to some people. And some people in this life get to be Keith Richards, like from the Rolling Stones, who seems to get away with everything. Unfortunately, most of us aren't Keith Richards, and we just don't get away with it. So if you're noticing that you've got the hip pain, and now you've got this pain, and now you've got that pain, and now you can't do this, and now you've got the reflux, and you're taking medication for the pain, but that causes the reflux, and it's all building up. It's time to do your best to take charge of things and to take responsibility and do the things that you can do to support your health as you get older. This is certainly the sort of thing that we can help you with at Informed Health. You can go and see your physio, you can go and see whoever you want to. Essentially though, I would suggest to you that you plan getting older rather than just wait for it to happen and hope for the best, because if we plan for it, there's a lot of power that we have in how we can go into our older age with more muscle and with better bone and with more strength and all of those things. So again, it's not to shame anyone who's having health problems or for this wasn't available or didn't happen for them. It's just to say for many of us, there is a certain level of choice in this, and the more you empower yourself to improve your health and to do it now, so that as we get older we maintain a certain level of health, the better off you will be. Because once we start getting older and losing our independence, and having sort of lots of sort of multiple health issues where we're having to see 4 different specialists and on 6 different medications and whatever, that happens. But if we can avoid that, that's ideal. So just be aware that we can be contributing to these issues by not moving the body, by spending too much time on the lounge, by eating too much sugar and not drinking enough water and drinking too much alcohol and whatever else we're doing, being stressed all the time and not learning how to manage our stress well. All of those things will contribute to your aging. And I'm not just talking about aging in looks. That sort of, is nice and not look older, but hey, it's getting older means that you didn't die young. So, I think we just have to acknowledge that we get older. However, if you age a lot on the outside, it will give you a clue of how the aging is going on the inside as well. All right, how much oxidative stress and damage is happening. So please look after yourself now and look after yourself as you get older, so you have a better time of it as you get older. And if you need help with a lifestyle, with nutrition and lifestyle to do that, to help with things like emotional eating, or help with things like stress, or help with just a really healthy diet, come and see us at Informed Health or do one of our programs. The next one we've got coming up is the Mind and Energy Reset, which is all about stress and energy and a bit about emotional eating and those sorts of things. So just kind of just stuff to reset the mind and ensure that you've got really healthy energy. So that's one that's coming up next month. We'll tell you more about that later. Otherwise, book a consultation with one of our nutritionists. You can get a free 20-minute a free 20-minute chat with us just to work out to see what's right for you. So you can book in for that online. Okay, I hope you have a great afternoon. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.